Welcome back to another episode of Spaceman 2.0. Here we're just going to point out some of the real news happening. We're not getting word of this, but if you look it up on the internet, you can find it out for yourself.
Another attack by Israeli settlers in the occupied West Bank. Palestinian villagers tell us the attackers came in the middle of the night from one of the two illegal settlements on the other side of the valley. A family of 5 hid terrified in their home as the settlers poured petrol over their car and set it alight.
Man, the situation is terrible. They don't allow us to farm or build or take care of our trees. Whatever Biden says, the settlers won't listen to him.
As we film, Israeli army jeeps appear, driving up into the village through Palestinian olive groves. This is one of hundreds of attacks on Palestinian property by illegal Israeli settlers since the war began on Gaza on October the 7th. The people here, as you can imagine, are very nervous. The Israeli military has just arrived. They do not want to be filmed. Now, after weeks of promises and rhetoric in Washington, the Biden administration now says it will impose sanctions on Israeli settlers accused of committing acts of violence in the occupied territories. The first 4 settlers targeted by the sanctions include 22-year-old David Chazde, who reportedly led a group that set fire to buildings, assaulted Palestinians, and damaged a property, resulting in the death of a Palestinian civilian. And this masked man, Shalom Zickerman, here filmed throwing a rock through a car window. The office of Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu released a statement saying, Israel acts against all Israelis who break the law everywhere. Therefore, exceptional measures are not necessary. Settler leaders denounced Biden's order.
The executive order signed by the President of the United States is both disappointing and surprising. You would expect President Biden to look into the facts before signing such an order.
The UN says there has been a massive increase in settler attacks on Palestinians and their property in the last 4 months, many involving guns and with the support or tacit approval of Israeli soldiers.
I don't think that the settlers give any attention to this. It doesn't mean anything to them. If the Americans and Biden himself think that this is a terrorist group, he has to deal with them as terrorists. They have to be punished. They have to be taken to jail.
US pressure on Israel's far-right government may be growing, but many Palestinians say Biden's executive order is more about his re-election campaign than about forcing any change in Israel's behavior.
Act like
Charles Straff at
communists.
Al Jazeera, and Solia in the occupied West Bank.
Settlers occupying the West Bank, acting like communists. This is a Bolshevik Russian takeover all over again. And if you didn't know about Trotsky getting into Russia through Canada when he came from New York, and Alexander Mackenzie King let him through when he got a call from the Brofman family after he was held up at customs because our Canadian military and government knew he was a Russian communist and was holding him for a bit. And then they let him go through, which started the 1917 Bolshevik Revolution. So Alexander Mackenzie King was given great accolades after that, and Canada's almost been red since then. So we got to wake up, people, and get ready for a communist takeover. Build up your muscles and your strength to be ready for anyone trying to firebomb your car and all this bullshit. So let's be strong. Let's be aware. Let's expose their plan of the New World Order takeover with the communist regime. It's the same thing they did in 1917. And they want to starve us to death like in Holodomor and put us in concentration camps like along the Rhine River. Look up those, how they killed over 12 million Germans after the war. It was never Liberation Day for them. The innocent German women, children, and men were killed off because those are real national livestocks of genetic genomes, and they're killing off all the true genetic genomes of all nation states so that they can homogenize them all into a mixed race state of one world government takeover of the mixed race states through the one elite status class of them saying they are some chosen race myth, which is 100% bullshit. Wake up and live. That was injected into the Bible. Same like the rapture. It was called going up into joy. It's an understanding of the truth. Okay, don't fall for the fake rapture. Don't fall for this fake communist takeover. But they've been trying to implement this for hundreds of years. Okay, the Cold War was just deny them of an enemy to fight so that they can super intercede and surreptitiously take over. So wake up before the military comes roaming through our lands and we are succumbing to this migrant invasion where they'll use them for the communist revolution to do looting and all sorts of stuff, taking out, not to be racist here, but the white populations, guaranteeing them to be dead, just like the vax is genetically modified to create mostly white populations or American African populations to be uploaded into that, whereas the other nations are the uploading of the virus into them is like zero for Israel and Amish people. So that's interesting. So take note, it's a genetic modified bioweapon to take out certain races, and this is an affront against your soul, your life, and your being. So wake up. This is Spaceman 2.0, and I really want to get on with spiritual truth and telling you that, because this stuff is just, it's not leading to our spiritual salvation. It's leading to moral degradation. Okay, take care. Bye for now. And out.